And I see that this country is going down the toilet rapidly because we're moving totally away from free market enterprise. We've already trashed the Constitution. We're going to try to go to a total global economy. That's the end of this country.
I feel like our country is being taken away from us very insidiously.
Obama's already given away our country at the G20 conference. Now we're now officially into the global economy. America is now going to be, if he gets his way, he's going to be totally subject to The Hague, and basically there's 12 nations that's going to be running it. 6 of them are Europe. They've been trying to take over this nation for years. Now they're finally accomplishing it through our wonderful leader that's given away the store.
Most of these big buildings around here have an extra floor. Let's say they're for an insurance company, for a bank, for an auto company, whatever. One floor is made up of the accountants and bookkeepers that they need just to keep up with the income taxes, the corporate taxes, and all that kind of stuff. So what we want to do is eliminate that floor.
So how much are they?
20.
20? Thank you.
Yeah, print on both sides. So.
It's nice.
Big government takes all of our resources and our productivity and produces less, but is using more. Conversely, if the market is allowed to take that productivity and those resources, you produce more with less, the economy grows. It's Econ 101, and I learned it 1,000 years ago.
The states and the people will not enforce those laws, and it's time to get active on that. We had about 200 petitions already signed today. We encourage everyone to visit www.billofrightsday.org. Download the PDF, sign it, and send it to your respective state legislature.
I'm PepsiCo. I have a plant in France. I make an extra $1 million above the French taxes. If I bring that back to the States, I'm going to have to pay another 35% income taxes, corporate income taxes on that $1 million. So I just leave it over in France in their banks. If I leave it in their banks, who profits? The people in France that want to buy a home, the people in France that want to buy a car, that can borrow money from that bank.
Over the years, I've tried to educate people on men's rights, on equality that we really need to have in the legal system, and a variety of things. And above all, I've tried to provide a patriotic look at what's going on in our country. And right now, I'm a little concerned.
Well, in general, actually, I was here more to recruit some of the people here. I know the people on the road won't be able to see the sign, so I wanted to, there are a lot of people that are very interested in liberty, lower taxes, and that's what the Libertarian Party stands for. So they're wanting to spread the word about the party here.
When the federal government becomes destructive, it is we the people who are supposed to abolish it and instill a legitimate government. That's straight out of the Declaration of Independence. I didn't say it as beautifully as it was written there, but unfortunately I don't have my pocket constitution with me.
We got 4 documentaries on here, give them away for free. One's 9/11 Loose Change, one is 9/11 Zero, which is my favorite. Basically it has survivors, first responders, and it has a few other positions actually talking about what really happens when buildings get fire. And how fire does not ever take down a steel frame building, how 2 planes can't possibly knock down 3 towers, and a 757 does not fit in a 13-foot pole.
I have 7 grandchildren, and they are up to their necks in debt already because of what the government's doing right now, and we do not like it.
Well, did you know that God sees hatred as murder? So folks, if you guys are hating Barack Obama, now be clear, I do not like Barack Obama, but if you are hating him in your heart, according to God, you have murdered him in your heart. And the Bible's very clear that all murderers will have their place in the lake of fire.
In December of 1773 in Boston, there was a tea party when the Patriots dumped tea in the harbor there to protest, the taxes that were being unfairly placed on them without any representation. And we don't have representation now.
This guy says that.
How did you go from the Bible to Obama?
Folks, you're going to stand before God whether you believe it or not. God is going to judge the world by the 10 Commandments.
Talk about God, stick to it.
Now this guy said.
Sarah Palin. John McCain just happened to be on the ticket too. And I can't wait to vote for her again in 2012. That's right.
So that's what we have: Gordon Brown, Barack Obama, Putin, and all these world leaders teaming up together to say we need to reform a one world order.